Hey, all right. So, I am back finally after a while. It's Solo Sunday. It is about 10, a quarter after 10 p.m. in Central here on Sunday, October 29th. And I am going to start playing some RUNE again. I want to finish up the World Atlas before end of the year. So, it's about time to do Realm Atlas. So here is the Realm Atlas. We're going to be playing RUNE. So I'm a little bit sick today, and I'm not going to have my camera on, so you just get to hear the dulcet tones of my voice talking us through this. Anyway, um, yeah, it's been a little while since I played RUNE, so I'm going to pop through. Well, let's just jump into the Realm Atlas. I am going to which one are we doing today? Think do 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 think we want to do Realm Atlas. I want to go to page. Page do I want to go to? There we go. I would like to go to Frostdale. Great. So Frostdale is another realm. It's got some storm stuff going on. Let me read out the fun flavor text here. The soft glow of the sigil in the ground is barely visible within the snow flurries around you. Clouds from above, clouds form above the mountain range in the north. My allergies are really bad right now. My eyesight is not super great. It's all crusty and blurry. So let's try this again. Clouds form above the mountain range to the north. The storm is only just starting. A storm like this is unnatural, which means a rune cannot be far from here. Great. And I assume we're starting at 1 here. So one of the things is this one has some interesting travel mechanics here. Some of the routes between points do not tick the storm clock. Some points do. It looks like we've got 12 sections on our storm clock. And different things happen depending on how many. Excuse me, it is late today. Different things happen depending on where on the storm clock you're at. So, after 3 segments are gone, we lose a health during just going across dangerous paths. When 6 segments are up, the paths between 1 and 2 and 6 and 8 become dangerous, and that is 1 and 2 and 6 and 8. Great. 9 segments, the path between 6 and 8 can no longer be traveled. So if there's anything I want to do there, it sounds like a good time to do it early. And my segments -1 move during fights. Yikes. So, travel between paths, 2 different types. Did that. Great. When you die, resurrect at the sigil at full health and unmarked. There's no. Great, so we can die a little bit easier today. And the Room Lord is the source of storm. Everything has stopped. Well, it's going to be a bad time for everyone. So, we're going to start at 1. And first, before we do that, I need to do my loadout here. So, let's take a look at the Runekeeper here. Whoa. So, here's Frostdale. I've whipped up all the little things that we need on it. We've got our little cards for our stats and stuff. And we've got our storm clock and the things that we can do at each point. The way it's going to work is I'm going to start at the sigil and travel around between them and do stuff at each one. If there's a fight, I'm going to fight. I think I have to fight if there's a fight. I keep forgetting that, but unless it's, I know, only if it says so. So I'm going to be yawning a lot, I guess. So here we are. Cool. So the important thing I need to do, though, is figure out what I'm going to do for my loadout here. I've got a bunch of cool stuff. My Beastbane Blade, I think I was using last time because there were beasts there. I think they were... I think it was... No, I think it was just cool. I think I had something that did extra damage to beasts. I have items here. Erupting Flame. Oh, look at all this Beastbane. Dude, first off, sword adjacent. Yeah, only adjacent. Yikes. I think there was some cool thing I had that like did extra damage to beasts or something. I had undead enemy stuff. Great. Um, oh, that firebolt is so cool. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that beast blade is pretty cool. Move 2, harm 1. Move 1, harm 2. It's got adjacent, so it should be not bad. A shield is always good. Spellstone, if I take harm, I can assign dice to a spell that I don't have equipped, which is always great. Fate's Fury, I can use a weapon twice in a single round. That's cool. The extra health is cool. And yeah, the Draco rune is super OP, but I killed some dragons for it, so I'm going to use it. Is there a different, I don't know, shield? So basic shield is good. Block, block, block is good. I don't. That Drake's talent is cool too, though. Block 1, harm 1, block 1, harm 1, move 1, block 1. Yeah, those. Yowza. I don't know. That Drake's talent's pretty cool. Um, block 1, harm 2. Move 1, block 1, harm 2. Move 1, block 1, harm 2. You know, I think I'm going to swap out for my Drake's Talon here. I'm just going to copy that over into my engraved. I'm going to use the one-handed version because that's what we need to do here. I don't think there's anything that's going to replace my shield yet, honestly. I mean, I can do, well, I don't know. My Talon's got some block, right? And the shield is always going to be block 1, block 2, block 1, block 1, block 1. I don't know. Cleave, what is cleave? That great axe is cool. You know what? Or should I do 2? Should I do 2? So the way the two-handed works is if I put that in both slots, I can roll 2 dice for it. If I get an 8+, I can move 1, harm 4, and cleave. Harm 4, cleave, and cleave lets me damage enemies nearby. I don't know what these enemies are going to be like. But that's really nice. Man, do I want to risk it? I kind of feel like it. Move 1, harm 4, cleave. Cleave is cool. I don't know. I mean, I can wreck some stuff if I roll well, and I can just eat it if I don't. So, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? Go big or go home. In worst case, we can come back and try it with a different load. I really like the Spellstone. If I take harm, I'm going to cast spells. Draco's way too good. And once per fight, you can use a weapon twice in a single round. Roll for each use. And I feel like that's the Talon, so once per round I can roll twice for this. I can use 2 whacks, or once per fight, sorry. My brain is not working today. Cool, I think this is my loadout here. I'm at health 12 out of 12, stamina 2, lore 2, oh, stamina. What is stamina? Lore is going to be 0 because I don't have any lore yet. Stamina, oh yeah, that's how many dice I get to roll. That's how many dice I get to roll. Cool. Alright, so, go over this. I think this is going to be okay. I think I'm feeling pretty good about this. Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's take a look at our realm. So we're starting off in step 1 here, the sigil. So, yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at the. I gotta do the OBS too. I'm only doing this on one screen too, so making everything go is a little bit cumbersome. So I'll start off with the sigil here. Along the icy shores of Frostdale, I step from one storm into an entirely different one. Let's glow the sigil provides some comfort in the face of an oncoming blizzard. And so when I come back here, I can rest. I don't need to rest, so I'm not going to. And I am going to travel. And I am going to travel to, so I can go from 1 to 2 without marking a clock, which I will do. And so 2 is the Talon. The Talon, and here's the... oh, you can't see the map there. The map is here. So I'm going from 1 to 2. The Talon is that mountain there. So Lone Peak stands apart from the rest of the mountain range ahead. It seems as good a place as any to take shelter. So I can fight here. And that would be fighting some climbers. Am I right? And I don't think I have to. I'm going to check the rules real quick again. So in the rules here, I just need to see what my actions are on the map. Round clock, point actions. So there, whenever you do an action, mark it completed. Actions cannot be repeated. One exception is a fight, whichever is reset. Great. Once you have arrived at a point, you receive information about the location, what you can do there. Each has a description, and so on. Right. Deal with enemies at a point. Take the fight action to face off against enemies. When you choose to fight, switch to the combat mode. If you win the fight, unless it says otherwise, you must complete any fights at a point before you can take any other actions that are cool. So I must do that fight before I do anything else. Great. Cool. Easy decision then. I guess we will be fighting. Hang on, well, great. Got a little friend here on the floor. Great, so I'm going to set up a fight here. So between gusts of winds, I hear the sound of a pick on rock and the crunch of boots rapidly approaching. So I'm going to set up some stuff on the keeper here. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to set up my combat here. And what do we say we have to do? So I need to get some permanent terrain on A1, A2, and B1. A1, A2, and B1. And some difficult terrain on B3. And C2 and D3 and 4. Mountains, I guess. There's going to be 3 climbers. Those are enemies. So I'm going to, let me copy paste the climbers over here. Copy that, put it on my combat so I can see what all we're dealing with here. And what we're dealing with is, hope everyone can see that okay. Yeah. So climbers have health 3. They can attack adjacent and 2 spaces, so not nearby, but also, oh, if I'm in the same square, they can't attack me. Good to know. They will move 1 and harm 1 on 1 to 3. They'll harm 2 on 4 or 5. They'll move 2, harm 2 on a 6. And they, so when creatures move, they move towards you, up to their shortest range. So they will never come into my square. They will always try to either be 1 or 2 spaces away from me, depending on what their attack is going to be like. This sounds like it's going to be terrible, and I might die immediately. So let's see what I need to set up here. So there are 3 climbers, 1 at A4, 1 at C4, and 1 at D1. Okay, so let me put those on there. A4, C4, D1. A4, C4, and D1. D1. And let me just put little markers here for their health. E1, E2, and E3. They only have 3 health each, so not awful, but we'll see how it works out. And no armor, so that's great. They have crazed eyes and worn clothing. Shows that these climbers have been here for a while, an impossibly long time. All right. So, it's a fight, and I start off at B2. This is me. Yeah, engraved. I guess I should make that C1, right? C1, C2, C3. Great. All right. So, fight and determine enemy actions. Alrighty. So, I think, yeah, it's the same Windows roller. So, I'm going to roll 3 dice for the climbers, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. These are the climbers. 1, 5, and 3. 1, 5, and 3. Which were there? 1, 5, and 3. Oh, these are all lumpy. Great. Boop. Great. So, first one does move 1 and will harm 1. So, that will move adjacent to me and will do 1 harm. Move 2, harm 2. Oh, actually, they can't. Oh, it can, because it's diagonals don't count. It has to be orthogonal. But if they can attack 2 spaces, that will do it for me there. So they can attack on the diagonal, technically. Great. C2 is going to do a 5, which is just harm 2. Cannot reach me, so that's okay. And C3 is going to do a 3, which is move 1, harm 1. So it also will move here. And it will attack me for 1. So, as it stands, I have no defense. Let me roll my 2 dice for my group. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Engraved. I'm not going to change that every time. I don't think that's a lot. Look at that. Oh my gosh. A 5 and a 6. So, looking at my stuff here. So nice. So, I could do... so, these are adjacent. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not understanding how two-handed swords, two-handed things work. Let me double check the rules again and come along on this journey with me. It's going to be in the rule book. So, when I'm using weapons, I guess I should have looked this up before I started out. Realm clock, combat, engraved actions. I can sum them up. Fleeing. Range terrain hazards. Terrain, yeah. Difficult terrain. Whenever a character is in a space with difficult terrain, they deal -1 harm. Okay. Okay. Equipment, weapons, versatile weapons. There we go. One-handed or two-handed. Some weapons have versatile style. 2 different cards. At the start of each round, you must decide. Oh, start of each round, I get to decide. If you wield a versatile weapon on one hand, I have access to both of my equipped weapons. Your second equipped weapon. . two-handed card has one important difference. You must add your stamina. Okay. So if I'm wielding it two-handed, I only choose the second one, which I assume is that one, because otherwise it would be silly. Oh, I'm using the Drake's Talon. Look at this. Perfect. Drake's Talon using two hands. Need to add together. If I roll a 5 and 2, I can sum those results to get that 6 or 6. I can use that there. 4 or less. Fumbles. Oh, so at the start of each round, I need to decide whether I'm doing one-handed or two-handed. Got it. Okay. I understand now. Okay, so I should have decided before I rolled whether I was going to do a one-hand or two-hand. Regardless, I rolled a 5 and a 6, so yeah, I guess since I did decide, I'll do it one-handed, which actually works out great. So I'll do. I get to use both of these. I'll do a move 1, block 1, harm 3, or a harm 3 and cleave. So looking at my position here, the best thing to do would be to. Well, here's the thing. If I move, which I would have to do to hit them, I would be in difficult terrain, which means I do -1 point of damage, which means that harm 3 would be no good for me. But actually, that is not bad. So I am going to, and either way I move, I'm going to be in range of 2 of them. I think I'm going to wind up eating a bunch of damage this turn because I didn't plan right. But that's fine. That's part of the game. So I'm going to move. I think these are, this is not symmetrical, and my brain is having a hard time figuring out which way to go. So if I go this way, this guy can still attack me here. If I go this way, this guy can still attack me straight on. I feel like this place gives me more maneuverability, maybe. So I'm going to move 1. So the 2 things I'm going to do are, with my Drake's Talon, I'm going to move 1, block 1, harm 3. I'm going to harm 3 and cleave. I don't think I can do the second one. Same energy. Yeah, okay, so I need to move 1 either way. I think I'm going to move here. That's not going to light me up because it's difficult, but that's fine. So move 1, block 1. So I'm going to block damage from that guy, C3. Oh, wait, no. C2 is the one doing... Oh, C2 is the one doing harm 2. Oh, that sucks. Should I just use my special ability this turn? I don't know. Maybe not. Wait. Oh, I'm just gonna use once per combat. Choose one effect. Deal 3 harm to all enemies. Dingus. Cool. So I'm actually not even gonna move. I'm gonna take. So C1 and C3 are each doing 1 harm to me. I'm gonna soak that 2 harm. So I'm gonna take that 2 harm there. I'm not gonna use either of my rolls, I guess. I'm gonna take that 2 harm. I'm gonna use my Draco rune, do 3 harm to all enemies, and that just kills them all. I don't even need to worry about it. Okay. See? Strategy. That could have been a real mess. And that combat is over. Cool. So I will mark off the combat, the fight. Great. Let's see what else I can do here. I can search, which I would have to mark the storm clock to do. But I can search, gain a healing salve, which is nice. Healing salve does what? Does it say, or is that just a thing that I know? I think that's just a thing. Oh, it says right there. Man, this was a bad choice tonight. You gain a healing salve, recover 2 health during exploration. I could do that right now. And I could do lore, increase lore +1. Storm clock's gonna storm clock, so let's strategize here. When the storm clock goes 1, I lose a health using dangerous paths. So I imagine I need to get to 9 over here. So I think my strategy is going to be going 1, 2, 3, and then going 3, 2, 4, 5. So that'll be 2 ticks on the storm clock. Come back to 4, move up to 6. I'll take a damage when I do the storm clock again. 6, 8, 9. I think I'll just take 1 damage from storm clock there, and maybe that, if everything goes well, I don't even know what's over there. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna mark the storm clock. I'm gonna search, and I'm gonna throw a healing salve over here in my notes. And in fact, I'm just gonna use it immediately and heal back that 2 points. And then I'll mark a lore, because the lore says crumbling pages from a journal mention the solar order and an eternal eclipse brought to the realm. Sounds great. Cool. So I will be going from 2 to 3, I guess. Yeah, sure. So moving from 2 to 3, that is a safe path. So I'm going to do that, and I would have to fight. So let's fight. First off, flavor text: a flickering lantern hangs in front of a small set of huts. The sounds of dogs barking erupts from one as you approach. And this will give me a fight. A group of figures are attempting to open the door to the largest hut. They turn to you, an icy blue glint coming from beneath their hoods. 1 caller and 2 Entro wraiths. Caller has health 7, Entro wraith has health 5. Whew, let's do this. So back to our combat keeper. Let's do this. Cool. Let's unmark all of our terrain. Boom, 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 boom. Climbers. No more. Let's just get out of there. Get these out. Cool. So, what we have are 1 collar and 2. Well, let's do terrain first. Permanent terrain in C4 and D4. C4 and D4. Can I pause this for just a second? Oh no. I'm doing that over here. Had a little friend crawling across the floor. Draco room. Bam. Anyway, where was I? I was putting some terrain down. Difficult terrain on B2 and C1. B2 and C1. Great. We're going to put a collar in C3. Caller. And we're going to put two Wraiths in A3 and D3. A3 and D3. Great. Let me get them over here. We've got a Caller. And, oh, there we are. Caller and Entro Wraith. Oop. Hang on. There we go. Caller and Entro Wraith. Great. See, Caller has health 7. Wraith 1 and Wraith 2 have health of 5 each. Great. All spaces adjacent to the caster are considered difficult terrain this turn. Golly. And it's got a range of 2 and 3 spaces. Oh boy. And these Wraiths, same and adjacent, they can chill me, which makes me take -1 turn. Cool. And where do I start? I start on B1. All right. Let's roll for some actions. These for the guys 1, 6, and 4. That's Steam. What is it? Around. That looks cool. Yeah, alright, well, I think that's fine. Snooze tabs for the win. 1, 6, and 4. 1, 6, and 4. Nope, 4. Cool, so the Caller is going to do harm 1, and it has a range of 2 and 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 will hit me. Wraith can move 1, harm 1, and chill. It has same and adjacent, so I don't think either of these guys can get me unless I move at them. So I am going to. Now, why would I choose? Why would I choose just to use the 1? I'm confused again about that. If I choose, so if I have one of, I'm not sure if I understand the versatile weapons. If I choose to wield a versatile weapon in one hand, I have access to both weapons. Great. If I decide to wield a versatile weapon in 2 hands, you can't assign any stamina dice to your second one. It has to be temporarily stowed. Oh, I see. I get it. These don't take up 2 weapon slots. I can choose whether or not to use this one-handed or two-handed, which is... Okay, so I needed to grab another weapon here. I'm just going to move this down here for now. So if I decide to use it two-handed, so I'm gonna get my shield back. Great, basic shield. This should have happened before I started everything off, but I didn't understand exactly the mechanics there. So great, got a shield now. So I don't think any. So before I roll, I'm gonna roll 2 dice. Before I roll, I need to decide whether I need to do this. I can only move on an 8+, so I'm gonna just go one-handed here. So that means I get to use both my Talon and my shield. Yeah, great. So let's go back to our die roller. I will roll 2 dice. A 1 and a 5, fantastic. So I can either use each of those or add them together. I think that's going to be the same. So yeah, move 1, block 1, harm 3 is what I'm going to take with my Talon, and move 1, block 1, harm 3. So that Wraith, Move one. I can't hit either of them anyway. Move one, block one. So if I move. Oh, if I move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. If I move over here, then the collar can't hit me because it has a range of 2. Great. And the wraiths can't hit me. Cool. So I'm just moving out of range. I don't think anything else is going to happen this turn. So let's go to round 2. Let's roll for the boys. 4, 5, and 5. Yikes. 4, 5, and 5. Oops. 4, 5, and 5. Cool. So the collar is going to move one and blizzard me. Oh, blizzard only happens when he rolls. Okay, got it. So all spaces considered. Great. So he's going to move one closer to me. I don't think it matters either way. Evens just moves up. Odds is to the left. Even moves up. Great. So caster's going to move up here. And he can hit me there. There's no escaping unless I get teleported or something, which I can't really do. And the wraiths both do 5. Move one, harm one, and chill. And the chill makes me take -1 move during my next turn. So this one's definitely moving here. This one, same, evens are up. Okay, he's gonna move over here. So the caster and the wraith can hit me this turn. This is rough. And the wraith is gonna chill me. So move one, block one, harm 3 is what I'm doing. Actually, since I've got that rune that lets me, so I'm going to be taking damage regardless. Drake's Talon lets me do that. Okay, cool. So if I move one here, and they attack same and adjacent too. So move one, block one. So I'm going to block his one there. I'm going to do 3 to him. And he's going to chill me. So I'm chilled. Chill. Awesome. So no harm for me there. I haven't... Well, Before I do my damage there, let me take my collar. Collar rolled a 4. That is going to just blizzard. Okay, so great, no damage. These are just these are all blizzarded here. This turn. Interesting. Okay, cool. Interesting. So he's not actually going to damage me this turn. So yeah, I will just do that damage. That harm. And I think that is the end of the turn. I have -1 move next turn, which is not super great, but it could be worse. Hey, there's my habit tracker. Do I need to do that till now? Great. Let's roll for the boys. Oh my god, they're killing me. 5, 4, 4. So the collar is going to harm 2 and blizzard. He does harm at 3 spaces. 2, 3 spaces. Which means I need to... well, it's probably unlikely I'm going to move. Probably unlikely I'm going to move. And the wraiths are both going to move to harm 2. Oof. I might have to use my rune to ignore damage all this turn. So, yeah, let's make my roll. I'm going to do Well, I'm going to do one-handed so I can use both of these. Um, we'll just see how it goes. I'll make my decisions. Whew, a 1 and a 1. Um, well, um, that's no good. That's no good. So I'm gonna wind up. Let's see what the move looks like. Um, yikes! Yikes! Cool. So that one's gonna move to. Can't get any closer, so no worries. This one's gonna move to. I would not move to the stuff there. It's gonna move right up there to me, and that's gonna do 2/2. Caster is just going to harm 2 at 2 distance, so I'm taking 6 damage there. I think this is where I activate my Drakkar rune. Once per combat, ignore all harm for a round. I'm going to do that. And with a 1 and a 1, I don't think there's anything I can do. I can't even add them together. So snake eyes. Next turn. Oof. Boy, that's rough. Next turn. I'm just gonna die here. 5/5/5. So harm 2 blizzard, move 1, harm 1, chill, move 1, harm 1, and chill. Great. This guy's just gonna harm me. Fortunately, last turn I didn't get chilled, so I can actually move maybe. Oh, enemies move first. That's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Cool. So the collar is just doing harm. The wraiths are moving and harming. That one can't move any further, so everyone's gonna stick tight. Let me make my move. Okay, 4 and a 5. I'm doing single-handed. So, what is incoming here? Incoming is 2 harm and 2 harm, so 4 harm incoming, plus some chill. Actually, so sorry, what did I roll? 4 and a 5. So I would really like to move 1. Yeah, I think this is gonna be it. So with my shield, I'm gonna move. Oops. With my shield, I'm gonna use a 5 there. I'm gonna move 1, block 2. So I'm gonna move 1, and so that was the 5, and then the 4. I'm gonna also move 1 and block 1. So I'm gonna have 3 block altogether and 2 harm. And I'm gonna move right up in his junk here. So now the caster can't hit me. The spaces around him are blizzarded, but not at him. And so the wraiths can't hit me. I'm just blocking a whole bunch. Actually, should I do a 4 and a 5? No, I need to do both moves. Cool. So I'm just gonna do harm 2 to the collar, and the collar can't hit me because I'm up close. Wraiths can't hit me because I'm too far away. I have 3 block anyway. That just goes away. Great. Next round. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So I just need to stay close to the caster and 3, 4, 6. Close to the caster, far away from the wraiths. So the caster is going to do move 1 in blizzard. Won't want to move to the block spots. Will want to move. So evens up and down. So he's going to move down here. And he's going to blizzard, so all of these are difficult now. Wraiths are going to do a 4 and a 6, so Wraith's going to want to move up on me here. And do some whomping. And a 6, move 1, harm 1, and chill. So he can't actually attack me unless I move there, so which way does he go? He goes up. So he can't hit me where we're standing here. This one can, and I'm not taking any damage from the caster yet. So let's roll. I'm not gonna need that. A 1 and a 3, jeez. Well, I can block 1, harm 2. No, I can move 1, block 1, harm 2. Move 1, block 1, harm 2 if I add them together. I think that's what we don't want to do here. I'm gonna move 1, block 1, harm 2. Same and adjacent for me. So I think I'm gonna do harm 2 on that first Wraith. Get him. But he still did his damage, which is 4, harm 2. Did I have a block? I forget. I'm sorry. Block 1. So 1 harm from him, nothing from the caster, nothing from the other guy. So 1 harm. Not bad. Great. Great. Things are looking up. Cool. Next turn. Rolling 2 dice for them. Nope. I'm rolling 2 dice for them. 3 and a 2, finally. Okay. These guys are gone. 3 and a 2. Oops. 3 and a 2. Cool. So the caster is moving 1 and blizzarding. So let's see if he moves up or down. Or up or right, left, up. So he's going to want to get over here for me. So now these squares next to him are all blizzarded. And the Wraith is going to move to harm 2. And I imagine he would want to... You know what? If I was him, I would want to move into the same square as the caster, so I couldn't just roll up on him. So that's what I'm going to do. And he will do 2 harm to me. So if I stand where I am, I will get -1 harm. I will do -1 harm. So what do I have a cleave? Do I have a cleave on that one? If I do 8, so cleave does enemies adjacent to target. So he's not adjacent. Harm 3, harm 4. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try something and see if it works out. I'm going to go to... Do I want... So I could just block that damage. I could just block that damage move. You know, I don't think it's worth it to go... I'm going to do one-handed again, so I'm just going to roll 2 dice. 3 and a 4. It could be worse. Move 1, block 1, harm 2, and block 1. So block 2. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's going to be it then. Move 1, block 2, harm 2 is what I'm wound up with. Move 1, block 2, harm 2. So it's going to be harm 1. If I move, I'm blizzarded wherever I go. So I'm going to sit tight. I'm going to take block 2, which is going to block his harm 2, so no damage to me. I'm going to do harm 2, which is -1 because of the blizzard. And I'm going to do it to the white, I guess. I think that's the damage dealer. Great. I think that's the turn. So, roll for monsters. Why do I always keep adding it on? Roll for monsters. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god. Okay. Great. Boxcars. Let's just start a new batch here. Cool. That's a 6. That's a 6. So the collar is going to move 2 and blizzard. Um, so collar should move um, to his nearest range, which is 2. Um, I sorry, harm 2 and blizzard. Okay, cool. So he's not moving. Um, so if I stay there, I'm not going to get hit by it. I'm going to get blizzarded. Oh boy. And the Wraith is going to move 1, harm 1, and chill. So he has to move. He's going to move towards me, which is actually great for me. Move 1, harm 1, and chill. Yeah. And here's where a cleave would come in good. So I think I'm going to risk it. Should I risk it? So if I risk it, there's no blocking. I'd like to get an 8+. That's only 1 harm though. I think I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna do one-handed again, I guess. Munch. Okay. Block 1, harm 2 is the best I can do. So I'm blizzarded. No, I'm not. Okay, so hang on. Hang on. Block 1, harm 2. I'm going to activate my Fate's Fury and use that weapon again. May use a weapon. So feels like I can just use that one. So is it saying I can use a particular weapon or I can use a weapon? I'm going to roll 1 die. And I'm going to use Drake's Talon again. So right now I'm at block 1, harm 2. So that's my deal right now. I would like to move, if possible, a 5. Great. So I'm doing block 1, harm 2, and move 1, block 1, harm 3. Perfect. So I'm at move 1, block 2, harm 5. Move 1, block 2, harm 5. I'm going to move 1. I'm going to block 2, which is blocking the 1 from there. So I'm still going to get chilled. Not a big deal. But harm 5. I'm going to harm that caster. That caster's dead. Great. I feel like that was a good move. Good use of rune. No more runes to use. And I think we're getting close to the end here. A 4 for our Wraith. So a 4 is going to be moved to harm 2. He can attack same and adjacent. He's going to roll up on me here. So he's going to do 2 harm to me. I'm not a big fan of that, but you know. I'm just going to go one-handed again. Hope I can block some of that. 6 and a 2. Great. So I can block 2. That's going to block that. And the 2 doesn't do anything. So I move 1, block 2. So I can move 1, block 2. I can move 1, block 1, harm 3. Move 1, block 1, harm 3. So do I want to not take damage and move? Or do I want to do a bunch of damage and take a point? I think I'm going to do a bunch of damage and take a point. So I'm going to harm 3. We're going to move 2. I mean, where I move, he's going to move. So we're just going to lumberjack it. He's doing 3. I'm going to take 1 down to 10, which is normal starting health anyway. Okay, next round. You and me, baby. He rolls a 3, which means he's going to move to harm 2, so he's going to sit right there and hit me. 3. And I am going to go one-handed again, because I'm going to need to block some of that. Ideally, a 2 and a 4. Yikes. So a 2 and a 4 is going to get me... So I could move 1 block 2 and just not take that damage. And yeah, so I'm just going to not move. I'm going to sit here and just not take that damage. Alright, what's his next move? A 3. So he's going to move to harm 2 again. I'm just looking for a good way to do some damage to him. And there we go, 4 and a 6. Cool. So got 2 harm coming. A 4 and a 6. Block 1, move 1, block 1, harm 3. Block 2, harm 3. He only has 1. Kabing kabam. No damage to me because I'm blocking it all. And that is that combat. Bing. Fought. Cool. That was kind of fun. Great. So let's take a look. Did that fight? Let's delve. I need lore +3 and an elk bone. Well, great. So I need lore 3 to come back here. And elk bone. And that'll open up a passage. Cool. Well, I'm a 3. I can move to 2 with no problem. Did I do the learn action there? Where is it? Learn action there. Yeah, I increased my lore 1, so I should mark that off. Sorry. So I'll move back to 2. Nothing. I will move from 2 to 4, I guess, and mark my storm clock. And go to the abandoned altar. Don't like that. Great. So search. Oh, look at that. Gain a set of snowshoes. 1 use. Unused. Do not mark the storm clock. Great. I will take those. And mark my snowshoes. Cool. Learn. Mark the storm clock. Increase lore +1. Okay. Walking the full length of the rings, you see that they spiral inward. The shape of the stones repeating a pattern. Larger rock becomes smaller along the ring, only to grow back again. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna need this lore, right? So, let's learn. Let's mark the storm clock. Yikes. And get some lore. Which is what I need. So, got that all marked here. Got that. Got my storm clock marked. So now I'm gonna take health when I move along a dangerous path. Great, cool. What's the delve here? The delve is requires lore 4+, which I do not have. Which looks like a solar knight. Which looks like I get some cool shit. I would get the Sun's Wrath, which is a sweet spear. Whew. All right. Good stuff if I need it. But here I am at part 4. So I can safely travel to part 5, though, to Yutton, which is going to be another fight, it looks like. So, what is at Yutton? Oh boy. Cool. The corpses of the people who lived here lay frozen in the streets. The storm is not fierce enough to have caused this. Cool. First thing I'm going to need to do is fight. A rider atop a blue elk trots down the main street towards you. As they gain speed, the hood flies back to reveal nothing underneath. Cool. I'm just fighting a rhyme knight. Great. So cool. Let us get our terrain in order then. Permanent A1 through 4. A1 through 4, D1 through 4. Oh boy. It's fighting in the street. Difficult is B2 and C3. Whew. Rhyme Knight is going to be at B1. And I'm going to be at C4. And let's see what a Rhyme Knight looks like. Probably not great, right? Oh, Rhyme Knight. Digga digga. So, health 13. Unique. Adjacent and 2 spaces. So if I can get right at him, we can do some damage. Move 2, harm 1, and charge. And charge increases harm dealt for each move not used. At the end of every even-numbered round, a skeleton appears at B1. Oh no. No. I don't like that. Well. Cool. Let's fight this guy. Okay, so this is round 1. At the end of every even number round, it's going to be a skelly. Weird, he has 13. Let's finish him off. Great. Rolling 1 for him. A 6, of course. A 6, harm 4, block 2. So he attacks adjacent and 2 spaces. I would need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to make that not super bad. 1, 2. So I'll get in position. But yeah. What do I get? I'm doing two-handed or one-handed. Sorry. A 6 and a 4. Fuck me. 6 and a 4 lets me. Yeah. Move 2, block 3, harm 2. Move 2, block 3, harm 2. Move 2, block 3, harm 2. I don't think that would get me close enough to do anything. I'm going to move 1 out of range of him. And, great. What does he do next? A 4. 4 is move 1 and harm 3. So, yeah, if you would move into the difficult terrain. And he's going to harm 3 me unless I can get up in it. And it's going to be harm 2 because he's in difficult terrain. So again, I'm going to want in one-handy. Great. A 6 and a 3. So I could do move 1, block 2, harm 3. So what is his? 4. He's going to move 1, harm 3, and he's going to harm 2. Great. And I've got a 6 and a 3. Yeah, so I can move 1, block 1. So I can, yeah, let me do that. I'm going to move 1, block 2, harm 3. move 1, block 2, so I'm not going to take damage because he's doing 3 -1 for difficult, -2, and then harm 3, which is great. So he's down to 10. And I take no damage. And we get a skeleton. What do skeletons look like? Skeleton. Skeleton. Great. Skelly 1. They have health 4. Jizz. I don't like that. Do they do anything special? No. What bones they are missing have been replaced with shards of ice. Nice. And they come up in B1. Great. I'm going to put them over here. Cool. Great. Good time. Let's see what those guys do. Oh, and it's got 4 health. Which means I can't Dragon Breath them. Anyway. A 1 and a 4. Great. Adjacent 2 spaces, so he would not move towards me because he wants to stay there. Sorry, 1 and a 4 was it? Yeah, great. So skeleton doesn't move 1, harm 1. It would want to move. Yeah, see, this is the problem here. That's a big problem. Jazz. Okay, so Skelly's going to want to move here. So I can't get up on that Rock Knight, and so it can hit me. It's doing a harm 1, so it's not going to do any damage because it's in difficult terrain. This dude's also in difficult terrain, so he's going to move 1. He's not going to move. So let me check the rules. Because if I were him, I would move back 1 so I can attack better. But move enemies. When moving enemies, you must keep in mind 2 rules. Enemies always move orthogonally. Great. Enemies will always try to move to the closest possible space in their range. For example, if an enemy's range is the same and adjacent, the enemy will always try to be in the same space. If they are already at the closest range and have a move action, they do not move. Cool. So that works out great for me. If I were him, I would definitely move back 1 and attack. But he's going to stay there. So I've got harm 2 coming out my way right there where I am. So they're in the same spot. So cleave is not going to be doing good one-handed. 6 and 2. So the 2's no great for me. I could move 1, block 2. I don't want to move. I want to harm. Move 1, block 1, harm 3. I would not want to move. I haven't used my specials yet this time. Move 1, block 1, harm 3. I don't really like this. I don't really like this. Should I double up? Oh. So I've got a 2 and a 6. So 6 is going to go here. What kind of spells do I have? These are all my weapons over here. These are my spells over here. Do I have any spells that do anything on a 2? I don't think I do. So, harm 3 and jump. No. Drain 2. Ooh. So I could take 2 damage. Oh, yes. Take 2. Okay, great. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take 2 damage. If I take at least 1 harm, I can assign my dice to a spell type I don't have equipped, which is going to be the Siphon. So I'm going to take that 2 damage. I'm going to drain 2. And I think I'm going to do it to our Rhyme Knight to take 10 out of 8. So I go down 2, I come up 2, we're even. I'm not happy about that charge stuff, though. Great. I haven't used that in my specials yet. Let's roll for them. Oh, and this was round 3. Okay. Round 4 begin. 3 and 1. Great. Perfect. We're gonna get it on Skelly though. 3 and a 1. Let's put it here. 3 and a 1 is going to get us a move 1, harm 3. So he's not going to move. That skeleton is going to want to move 1, harm 1. It can do same and adjacent, so he's going to come up on me here, which is great. Let me take a look at what my double-handed stuff does. I'm gonna go single-handed again. Sorry. 2 and a 4. Good choice, me. Move 1, block 1, harm 2. Great, fantastic. I'm gonna move 1. I'm gonna block 1, which is gonna be the 1 from the skeleton. Rhyme Knight can't hit me. And I'm gonna do 2 harm, which is 1 harm because it's bad stuff. So he takes 1 point of damage. I can't assign that to anywhere, so great. And we get a new Skelly. Fudge. Okay, round 5. 5-1-2. Okay, so Skelly is going to move 1, harm 2, so Skelly's just going to do harm 2, sitting right there. I can't move any closer. Rhyme Knight is going to move 2, harm 1, and charge. So he's going to move to the closest. He needs to move here. Harm 1, charge. So charge says increase harm dealt for each move not used that turn. So he's going to do 2 harm to me if I stay still. And that other skeleton is going to do move 1, harm 1. Move 1, harm 1. So that's 2 there. And so he's in difficult. He's not going to do any harm. Cool. So Skelly number 1 is going to be doing 2 harm. I need to move, so I'm going to do single-handed. Oof, 5 basically. Move 1, block 1, harm 3. Great. I don't even need that block. So Knight can't hit me. There we go. Knight can't hit me. That Skelly's doing 1 harm. This is doing 2, but he can't hit me. Great. So the block does do a harm 3. I'm going to harm 3 to the Knight, because I got to get him down. That takes the 4. I don't take any damage. If I can kill him next round, that'll be pretty cool. Alright, let's get those guys going. 4, 2, and 6. Yikes. 4, 2, 6. Alright, our Rhyme Knight is going to move 1, harm 3, so he's going to need to move out of the way here. I'm going to say he's going to move there. So he's going to harm 2 me. A 2 for Skelly 1 is going to move 1, harm 1. So he's going to want to evens are up and down. Great, so he's going to move over here. And actually, that's a smart move. Ooh, dog. Yeah. But he's not going to be able to harm because he's difficult. S2 is going to move to harm 2. Great. So I've got 4 harm coming at me. And I would need to move 2 spaces to get away from that knight. I don't really want to. I want to get in there with him. So I'd like to move over here, I think. So I'd like to move 2 if possible. I'm still going to go single-handed. Hopefully I can get an extra move in there. A 2 and a 4, that will give me a 6, which gets me a move 1, block 1, harm 3. Yikes, that sucks. Or move 1, block 2. So Skelly is doing 2 to me. If I was over here, move 1, block 1, harm 3. That's not going to do anything to that skeleton, right? S2 still has 4. I haven't done any damage to any skeletons yet. Croips. And there's going to be a new one at the end of this turn. I don't want to fight a bunch of skeletons by hand, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? Croips. Jeez, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a bad time, but I really need to take down that knight. Harm 3, huh? Here's what I'm going to have to do. I don't want to fight a bunch of skeletons. So, I've got my 6. Move 1, block 1, harm 3. Move 1, block 1, harm 3. Okay, here's what's going to happen. So I'm taking 2 from him and 2 from him. That's 4. Move 1, block 1, harm 3. I'll be taking 3. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I haven't used my Fate's Fury yet. Have I? I should have marked it. Have I used my Fate's Fury yet? I don't think I have. Ooh. I used it last time, so I'm gonna use Fate's Fury. I should probably put a check there. Yeah, I didn't use it. Great. I'm gonna roll 1 more for this guy. A 5. Great. Cool. So let's move to block 2, harm 6. Move to block 2, harm 6. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna move to here. So I'm taking 2 from the knight. Right? Yeah. I'm going to block those 2. Harm 6. It's going to take out the Rock Knight. And no more skeletons are going to come up. And S1's doing 1 point, which is negated by the difficult terrain. Oh, okay. I think that was fair. I don't think I used that yet. I think I used it the last turn, but if I did, I'm sorry. I apologize for doing it. Anyway, I have 2 skeletons coming at me. A 3 and a 6. Let's and no more skeletons. More importantly. Cool. So one is going to move 1, harm 1, and one is going to move 2, harm 2. So move 1, harm 1 is going to come up here. Oh, great. This is actually not so bad. This one's going to move here because he needs to get close to me. So I got 1 coming from this guy and 1 coming from that guy. And they both got 4. Okay. Single-handed. 2 and a 3. That's a 5. 5 lets me move 1, block 1, harm 3. Yeah, so it's going to happen this way. I'm going to move 1 here. I'm going to block 1, so S1 is the one doing 1 point, and harm 3. Take a swipe at him. Take him down to 1. Next turn. 1. So they're both doing move 1, harm 1. He's going to do a move 1 there, and he's going to do a move 1 there. They can both hit me. So let's do single-handed. A 6 and a 1, so a 6 basically. So a 6 is move 1, block 1, harm 3. I'm going to move 1. I'm going to block 1, that 1 point there. I'm going to harm 3, which takes him out. Next turn, 1 skelly left. 5. I haven't used my dragons thing, have I yet? 5, move 1, harm 2. Single-handed. Single-handed, yeah. That's a 6. Or 2 3s. So he's going to harm 2 me. You know what? If I take 2 3s, that's actually better. I can block both of those harms. I can do a harm 2 to him. Harm 2 2 2. Great. So I wonder if I think I can do this. I think this is going to be fine. 1 skelly does what? A 6. Move 2, harm 2. So he's going to move up here and do a harm 2 to me. I'm going to need to do single-handed again. A 5 and a 4. Great. 5. So that's block 2, harm 3. And that will take him down, I think. Yeah, okay, cool. Skelly out. No damage to me. And hooray. Oh, Mean City Streets. Do I get something cool for beating that guy? Anyway, fight. Done. Let's see what we get here. So, Ramonite. So, after killing the Ramonite, gain the Elk Bone. Elk Bone. Does it do anything for me? It's just a... Yeah, it's just a thing. Okay, got an Elk Bone. Sweet. Put that in my stuff. Stuff there. Elk Bone. Cool. Got the Elk Bone. Great. We will search then and get a set of Blast Freeze, 1 use. On use, all enemies adjacent to the engrave take no actions. Great, great. I'm going to search that up and get that Blast Freeze. One use. Cool. All enemies, I'll mark that. All enemies adjacent take no actions for the rest of the current round. Okay. What do I have? The Eclipse Compass. I feel like the Eclipse Compass is something I'm gonna need, right? So just all right. 8 and 7. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna need that Eclipse Compass, right? So, yeah. Oh, I need that Eclipse Compass to get to the Rune Lord. All right. Great, great, great. Cool. Yeah, I will mark the storm clock and get the Eclipse Compass left. So I'm over in my Frostdale. I'm marking off the search and the storm clock and Eclipse Compass left. All right. Now look at that centipede. Got a big old creepy crawly here. Boop. Okay. Battery is running down, so let me. Oh, I'm gonna go in here. Sounds all the same to y'all. Maybe it'll be slightly better. Great. Hopefully the sound is getting here. So who knows? OBS baby. Great. Oh, we're not gonna. Well, I'm not gonna move anything. Just plugged in another monitor, so hopefully OBS is still looking everything good here. Frostdale, great. Learn. Oh, I can still learn at Yutton. Learning at Yutton entails what? Where did everything go? Oh man, plug in the monitor, everything gets go. Learn. Increase lore +1. Some houses in the town have been completely encased in ice. They bear the mark of a blazing sun on their doors. Great. So I'm going to mark my learn. I'm going to get my lore 3. Great. I can go back to 3, which will give me a safe path between 3 and 8. Is that something I'm interested in? 3 and 8. Yes, of course, absolutely. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to learn that. Lore +1. I'm going to go back to 4. I don't think I can do anything there. I need 4. Sun's Wrath looks really cool. Okay, I can't do that yet. So I'm going to go from 4 to 2, which is going to mark the storm clock again. T1, 2, 6, 8. Oh yeah, okay. But that's fine because I'm not going to need to do that yet. So I'm going to go from 2 to 3. I don't even know where I am right now. 2 to 3. Cool. I'm going to go from 2 to 3. I am going to do my at 3. I have 3 lore and the elk bone. I will consume that elk bone. Strike it out. Elk bone consumed. Great. And now I have a path between 3 and 8. Cool. Safe path between 3 and 8. Great. Well, I think the only thing to do is go to 8 then, right? Let's see what's at 8. Stormward. An oasis in the storm. Great. Search. Gain the solar flare. 1 use. Ooh, permanently changes the dangerous path to a safe one. Yes. Great. I'm going to put that in my thing. Dangerous to safe. Okay. Okay. Mark that off on the realm. Great. So search, learn. I can increase my lore by 1. I will do that. Which would let me summon that knight with the sword thing. Let me think on whether I want to do that or not. But the last thing is delve. It requires the eclipse compass. Great. So I don't have the whole eclipse compass yet. I'm going to need to find that. But that'll let me get to the boss. Alrighty. Oh, it looks so bad. Great. I need to find the other. Sorry, I need to find the other part of the eclipse compass, wherever that is. In the Eclipse Woods, I imagine. Great. I'm not going to that dangerous path up there. It doesn't seem like a good idea. Eclipse Woods, number 6. So I'll take the safe path from 8 to 6 and take a look at the Eclipse Woods. There's going to be a fight. Great. We fight scouts. Keep track of the number of rounds it takes to complete this fight. Why? Oh, cool. So if I can finish this in 5 rounds. All right, cool. Let's fight. Let's fight. Where are we here? Let's go back to the keeper. Great. I'm going to fight in the Eclipse Woods. So that means I'm going to set up my combat. Permanent train in A2, B4, D2. A2, B4, D2. There's going to be no bad terrain. Great. 2 Eclipse Scouts, A3 and B1. A3 and B1. And a collar, of course, in C1. And I'm starting in D4. Cool. So we've got a Scout 1, we've got a Scout 2, and we've got the collar. What do these bad boys look like? Here's the collar. Oops. Here's our collar. Oh, well, I'm just gonna put that. I don't know. We're here. So I'm gonna put the collar down here a little bit so we have some space. Great. And scouts, right? Eclipse scouts. Oh, look at that. You have them together for me. Boop, boop. Great, great, great. Health 3, health 7. I feel like very first thing I'm going to do is just massacre everybody with the Draco thing. Unless something drastic happens. So I'm going to roll for those 3 first. 3, 4, 5. Great. Oh, and they have... great. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So let's see. Scouts. They're both going to move 1, harm 1. Closer to me here. I don't really think it matters which way it goes. Weird. Cool. And then the collar gets a 5, which means it's going to harm 2 in Blizzard. That's a 2 and 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. As long as I don't move, he's not going to hit me, and those guys can't hit me. So straight up, I'm going to use the Draco rune, deal 3 harm to all enemies. Um, it feels like cheating, but I fought a dragon for it, so. And that was round 1. No damage because I wasn't in range, so let's roll for that collar again. A 4, which means that collar is going to move 1, harm 1. He's going to have to move close to me here. And 1, 2, right? 2 and 3 spaces, he can hit me there. So move 1, harm 1, not a big deal. Can I roll 4 for him? So let me roll single-handed. 6 out of 5, fantastic. Yeah, move 1. Well, ugh. I'm gonna need to use both moves, so. Oops. What's up there? I'm getting throws again. So I did the move 1, block 2, move 1, block 1, harm 3 to get my 2 moves. I'm blocking his attack. I'm doing a harm 3 to him, which takes me down to 1. Great. Oh, and he can't attack me there either because he's got no range there. Yeah, he only works with other people. So he gets a 4 again. He's going to move 1, harm 1. He's going to need to move 1 away so he can harm me, which is going to be a problem for him again. Was that a 4 or 3? Doesn't really matter. But I need to murder him. So let's get 2 dice, one-handed. 3 and a 2. That will get me a 5. I think that'll take care of it. A 5 is move 1, block 1, harm 3. Yep, move 1. I'm going to block his 1, and harm 3 takes him out. Wow. That was in 4 rounds. Not bad. Keep track. Great, let's roll right on to our next fight. Our next fight is the camp. If I finish the previous fight in under 5 rounds, which I did, 4 rounds, 1 plus 1 stamina die. Yeah, so I'm rolling 3 dice, which is amazing. That's amazing. So let's put our terrain up. Keeper. We have permanent terrain at A2 and 3, at B1 to C1, and D2 to 3. Oh, why not? Okay. Okay, cool. I'm starting at A4. Sorry, A4 down here. And there is a collar at C2. There are 3 Eclipse Soldiers, B2, C3, D4. And let's see, did I get none of them? Eclipse, so hey, come back. Eclipse Soldier, there we are. Health 4, oh boy. Can't just murder them. 4, and they're same and adjacent. That's fine. That's fine. I'll get my collar back up here, sorry. Great. special. During even numbered rounds, they roll twice and take the higher result. Mother. Okay. Great. Let's finish these bad boys off quick, shall we? Boy, it's gonna be rough. Okay. But that's cool. I've got 3 dice. Oh, there's gonna be some cleaving going on, maybe. Or some chain. Okay. Let's just roll for them and see what happens, shall we? 6, 3, 1, 1. Fantastic. 6, 3, 1, 1. The collar is going to harm 2 and blizzard. The collar has a range of 2 and 3 spaces, so I'm going to need to get. Oh, I'll see. 1, 2, 3. He can't hit me here, and he's going to blizzard. Do I want to get swarmed by these guys? Probably not, but he's doing harm 2 and blizzard. Let's see what the others do. Soldiers doing move 2, harm 1, block 1. Okay, so he is going to move here. This guy's doing a 1, so he's moving 1 and harming 2. Even is up and down as usual. So he's not doing anything yet, and he is moving here. And so there's 4 harm coming at me. There's 6 harm coming at me if I move into that square. I don't feel like doing that, so I probably won't. This other guy's doing a harm 1, block 1. So, and I'm rolling 3 dice this time because I got the scouts. Yeah. Cool. Let's just see what happens. One-headed, clearly. 6, 4, 1 for me. So, that's basically a 6 and a 5. Or I could take that 1 harm. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my dragon stuff. Immediate. Take these guys down to 1. I'm going to take that 1 harm. Ow. I'm going to take that 1 harm. Yeah, I'm not using the 6 or the 4 or the 1. I'm not using the 4 or the 1. I'm going to take that 1 harm. I'm going to put that 6. Since I've taken 1 harm, I'm going to assign it to my firebolt, which does a harm 3 and jump. And that's going to do this. It's going to do, let me make sure, 2 or 3 spaces. Great. It's going to hit this guy, kill that guy. It's going to jump to that guy and kill that guy. And that is worth 1 harm. And the collar can't touch me. Can't touch me. So I just got to get up on that collar, which means killing that scout, which is going to be fine. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. First one for the collar. Second 2 are for the soldier. And he's going to take the highest one. So that's a 4 and a 6. That's 4 and a 6. So that means that, what does that mean? That means the collar is going to move. Nope. The collar is going to move 1, harm 1. Which direction? Down. So and he attacks 2 or 3 spaces, so I'm in range there. I would have to move 2 to get to him. Cool. And that soldier's going to move 1, harm 3. So he's going to move here. Oh, boy, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So yeah, I'm rolling 3 dice. Because I got the scouts. 6, 2, and 1. Cool. So that'll get me a 6 and a 3. So yeah, move 1, block 2, harm 5, or harm 2 and 3. I'm going to do the 2 and 3. So I'm blocking 2, which means that he is going to tag me for 1, which is fine. And so is the other one. Shiz. Oh no, that's fine. Okay, cool. Take a step back. Wait a second. I'm only moving once, right? Yeah. Move 1, block 1, harm 3. So I'm blocking all of it. I'm blocking 2. I'm getting harm 3. So that's 4 harm altogether there. I'm blocking 2, taking 2. And I already used my draggy thing. I guess I'll fire off the Fate's Fury and roll 1 other die. A 3. So it's another block and another harm. No more moves then. So I'm going to take 1 harm. I'm going to just completely fucking destroy this guy. Move 1. I'm going to take 1 harm. I'm blocking 3. Taking 4. I'm just going to fucking slaughter that guy. Poor buddy. Cool. Now it's just the collar, who, as long as I can move, I should be able to get him. And I'm rolling 3 dice, so yeah, let's roll 1 for the collar. A 3. So collar is move 1, harm 1. Which direction? I don't think it really matters, but he's moving this way. So he will be doing harm. Oh no, he's not going to move because he's in his range, 2 and 3 spaces. He doesn't want to move closer to me because he can't hit me. But I'm rolling 3 dice, and I'm going to close on him for sure. 4, 3, and 1. Yikes. 4, 3, and 1. It's going to be 2 4s. It's going to be move 2, block 2, harm 2. Or harm 4. Move 2, block 2, harm 4. So I'm going to get up on him. Harm 4. 3. 3. And he's going to be hurt soon. He can't hit me because I'm too close. What does he do next? 5. 5 is going to harm 2 and blizzard. I'm right in the center of the storm. He can't do anything to me. So I'm going to assume I'm going to do 3 damage to him. You know what? I'm doing 2-handed. What? 3, 4, 4. Good job. 2-handed. That will give me an 8+. Move 1, harm 4, and cleave. Harm 4 takes him out. Boom. Okay. Took some damage, but I think I'm okay. Cool. So I did that fight. Yeah. What do I get from that fight? Nothing. I get to search. And okay, I need to mark the storm clock. So let's mark that storm clock. Ooh, okay. So that makes the things between 1 and 2 and 6 and 8 dangerous. That's fine. Here's what I'm going to do. So I marked that. I get the Eclipse Compass right. So I got the whole Eclipse Compass now. And I'm going to learn increasing my lore by 1, which takes it up to 5, which is great. I don't think that's a big deal, but I think 4 is enough for whatever I need to do here. Cool. So, what's my next move? So, 1 and 2 and 6 and 8 are now dangerous. I have snowshoes. I don't. So here's the thing. If I go to 4, there's that Solar Knight, which should give me a cool weapon. Sun's Wrath. It's a spear. Oof. I mean, that's really cool. So let's take a look at this guy. So I want to be marking the storm clock for moving there, which, that's fine. I don't really care about that much. So I'll be marking the storm clock. Difficult terrain, unique guy. Scorch, yikes. That seems really nasty. He's got 12 health, but he's got a cool spear. I'm gonna save him. I don't think I need him yet. Cool, so 6 and 8 is dangerous now. So what I need to do is go to 8. From 6. It's dangerous. Mark the storm clock. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, so I'm going to mark the storm clock for that to go there. And then on 8, I'm going to use the Eclipse Compass. And now I can travel between 7 and 8. That's a safe. 8 and 7, that's a safe path. And 7 is where our Rune Lord is. So, no time like the present, right? 8 and 7. So I'm going to go to 7. And we're going to fight. Yeah, let's do it. So, boy, that's Stormdrive. Let's take a look at him. We're at 7. Where's my OBS? Buddy. Yeah, cool. The storm rages around the mountains, creating an impenetrable wall. At the center, the source of this realm's misery and its Rune Keeper awaits your arrival. A hulking figure sits frozen to the ground. Oh, no problem. The giant's head turns to look at you and with a roar smashes down a colossal hammer. You have reached the heart of the storm. Great. Unlike other enemies, this Rune Lord does not move. He remains in place, taking up the spaces B1 and C1, acting as permanent terrain. So let me set up that terrain here. B1 and C1. Okay, cool. So it's just a boss just sitting there. The Storm Giant has a number of special actions it takes during its turn. On the next page, we've got a full card. Train none enemies. Great. Engraved at C4. I'll put myself at C4. Great. This guy's a piece of cake. When you kill the Storm Giant, the blizzard subsides and you shift the Rune Lord of the power. Great. Use the Storm Call rune. great. I'm looking forward to that. So, this guy has 22 health. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna set him up here. Let me go ahead and go back to the keeper. Great. Stormlord, buddy. Y'all got S. Stormlord has 22 health. Cool. So, yeah, well, it doesn't really matter what I want to do. This is what I got. Do I have any cool? Oh, I do have a cool thing. What is it? Blast freeze. So I can do the blast freeze and stop him from doing things once. Great. And I'll worry about the solar flow later. Much more about the storm clock later, though. See you. Cool. So let me read off a little bit about what this guy's deal is here. So 1 to 2. Oh, let me copy him over here. This is gonna be a good time. Storm Giant and the Storm Giant's actions. Reference. Let's get. That's fine. That's weird. Shaped. Let's try that again. Why is that being so weird? Okay. Cool. A little bit small, but I will handle it. So, Storm Giant on a get a drink of water. On a 1 to 2, he's gonna block 1 and smash. On a 3 to 4, he's gonna smash and thunder. On a 5, he's gonna freeze and thunder. On a 6, he's gonna freeze and smash. Oh. The giant's head is covered in burns, his eyes a pale moonlight. So when he smashes, he brings his giant club and smashes it into the ground. All spaces in a column are impacted, dealing 4 harm on a hit. It's columns A and C, B and D, or A and D. Thunder, streaks of lightning and thunder crash onto the battlefield. All spaces adjacent to the storm giant are targeted, doing 3 harm. And a freeze. He's going to freeze the environment. All spaces in a row are impacted, becoming permanent terrain for the round. Roll a d6, and that occurs before harm is exchanged. If the engraved is in a row when it freeze impacts it, they are moved 1 row closer to the Stormlord, if possible, and take 1 harm. Gross. Okay. Sweet. Let's fight this guy. So he's going to roll 1 die. Let's see what he does. And these are, so to be clear, actions. So determine enemy actions, move enemy, and do no harm actions. Then my actions, move engrave, deal harm, and other actions. Interesting. Okay. So it sounds like the yeah. Okay. Great. Cool. Let's roll for him. A 2. So a 2 means that he is going to block 1 and smash. So I need to roll a die to see where he smashes. And he is smashing columns B and D, and he's blocking 1. Great. So I'm not in B or D, so as long as I don't move there, I'll be fine. I'm rolling 2 dice. 10, a 6, and a 4. Yes, and I'm doing single-handed unless I say otherwise. But a 6 and a 4 is great. I could move 1, block 1. I could block 3, move 2. I'm not doing any harm. I don't know if I want to get close to him or not. Probably not, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, 4 and a 6. I can't really do anything there. I'm not taking any harm, but I can get closer. So, I'm just gonna move 2 closer. I don't think I can do any damage to him. Oh no, I can. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. E. Move 2, and that is gonna be a 4 and a 6. So I'm this 4, that 6. He's blocking 1, but harm 2. That's gonna do. Sorry, where am I at? That's gonna do 1 damage. Huzzah. He rolled a 2. Right? 2, 4. Great. Next round. So I'm probably gonna need to jump back because he's gonna fucking zap me. 3. Yep. 3 is smash and thunder. So, what is he gonna smash? He's gonna smash 5. So 5 is B and D again, and thunder is gonna wreck me here. It's gonna be 3 harm on a hit. So I'm gonna need to move back 1, hopefully. So I'm doing single-handed one more time. A 4 and a 1. I just need to move 1 back. Yep. I'm just gonna move 1 back. So lightning goes off here. Smash goes here and here. I'm feeling like this is. I don't understand. This just seems like it's gonna be tedious, not dangerous. But hey, let's keep doing it. Roll for the giant. A 5. 5 is freeze and thunder. So I'm gonna get placed to knock out a thunder. Freeze. Let's see what row. Oh, he might move me forward, right? I'm not gonna be there. Where's he gonna freeze? He's gonna freeze 5, 4. So he's gonna freeze row 3, which is where I'm at. So I'm gonna need to move back 1 because he's gonna thunder as well. So here we go. Boom. 5 and a 5. So here's the question. I can move up. His freeze does, his thunder does 3 points. If I move up, I can block 2 of those and do harm 6 to him. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna take a harm. I'm gonna do 6 harm to him. Yeah, so this is gonna be this is just gonna be a trade-off. Making sure I don't. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna roll 2 dice for him just because I'm winding up rolling dice for him all the time anyway, so here we go. 6 and a 1, so he is going to freeze and smash. I should have rolled 3. So the freeze is going to be row 2, and the smash is going to be so 625 up there. So this one's going to be frozen, and 5 means 5 doesn't have a smash. I'm gonna assume it's A and D. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's A and D. I don't know what happened here. I thought it was a year. It is not a year. Sorry. It is not. It's not a year. It's just a regular number. Why would you do that? Anyway, 625. God damn Damn it. It's not a year. I think it's a date now. Why does it think it's a date? It's just a number, man. It's just a number. Oh jeez. Why is everything? It's nothing. It's not even numbers. Y'all, it's just plain text. Why we gotta be that way? Plain text, great. 6, 2, 5. Fantastic. So I'm gonna need to move because he's smash, and doing this. Unless I roll like 2 5s again, then I'll take it. A 3 and a 3, that'll give me a 6. Or again, I could take the lightning and do 4 harm to him. I feel like that's a good trade-off. I feel like I'm not taking harm unless I want to take harm in this thing, so let's take him down to 11. Okay, I'm gonna roll 2 dice. Hopefully he 2 and a 2, great. He's gonna block 1 and smash. And he's smashing A and C. A and C, which is where I am. So I'm gonna need to move. 1 and a 5. 1 and a 5. It's the same thing either way, so I'm going to move 1, block 1 to harm 3. So I'm moving over here because he's matching A and C. He's blocking 1, so I'm going to do 2 points to him, and he's not doing any damage to me. Great. I really don't understand. I mean, maybe if you're not mobile, I guess. Anyway, what's he doing? He's doing a 1 and 1. So that is, he's blocking 1 and smashing, and he's smashing A and C again. I am sitting pretty, so I'm just gonna roll some dice and see what we get. 3 and a 3, fantastic. He's blocking 1, and I am doing. Oh, he blocked 1 last time. I should only do 3 points. So I'm doing 3 points again. So I'm only going to do 2 because he just blocked another 1. So he's down to 7. Great. Cool. And I don't take any damage there because he's just sitting there smashing away. He gets a 1 and a 2. Again, A and C. Same thing, same deal. He likes smashing A and C and blocking. Alright, I'm going to do some more damage to you, bud. 2 and a 6. I should have done 2-handed. Right? But I will just do 3 harm, which is 2 harm for him, and he's not taking any off of me. Let's get him again. He's doing a 2 and a 3, so he is doing the same thing. Block 1 smash, and the 3 is columns B and D, so I need to move over to C. 1 and a 2. Oh no! I don't think that's gonna give me anything, right? Block 1, harm 2. I'm gonna call on my Fate's Fury to roll my Drake's Talon again. 2. Okay, that'll take me up to a 5, which will give me a move. Capital E, thank you. And that will get me another 2 harm on him. What's he do next? A 2 and a 3. Again, exact same thing. He's smashing B and D, blocking 1. I'm not moving, so yeah, bro. Yeah. You know what? Let's do a 2-handed, 1-handed. I mean, a 2 and a 3. Good thing I did that. 2 and 3 gets me a 5. Move 1 harm on block 3, so he's gonna take another 2 points. And I'm just gonna finish him off with my dragon blast, bam. And Storm Giant is dag. That felt a little bit too easy. I'm not gonna complain though. Cool. Let's go back to our rewards and see what we get. Cool. I get the Stormcall rune. Fantastic. That's what I want. And boom, did the rune lord thing. So I might go back and kick that other guy. So what does that rune do? Stormcall. Nice. I'm gonna have to input it into my what's it called? Let's go back to the keeper. I'm gonna need to put that in manual because it is a new rune item. Here it is. Whew, that's rough. Cool. Let me set up a new rune here. This is the Stormcall rune. What does the Stormcall rune do? Stormcall lets me do what? Stormcall, once per combat. Ooh, nice. You can call lightning. Call down lightning upon every difficult terrain space. Any enemy in these spaces takes 3 harm. That seems cute, but I already have my Draco rune, which will do it to every space. So, well, I got that Storm Giant taken care of, but cool. So technically the realm is done. I don't want to go back and fight that other guy now. That guy. So there was another guy I wanted to fight over in 5. I'm in 7 now. 7, 8, 3, 2. I can use my snowshoes there, not take the clock. Not that it really matters. And go down to 5. So 5 is let's switch back to our rune cam. 5 is nope. I want to go to 4, and that is totally cool. Yeah, so I didn't even need to go to 5. I need 4. Great. So I'm gonna go down to 4. I use my snowshoes, and 4 takes me to the abandoned altar. I'm going to summon the night with my lore. The colossal figure crashes through the clouds above. In a smoking crater in front of you, they rise and point a glowing spear in your direction. I might die, but I don't care. So let's go ahead and mark up that terrain for us. Cool. Extra bonus fight. Alrighty. So, what does our enemy look like? We are going to get A3B1, A3B1, C2, D3. Also, there's that whole areas, and C4. Yikes. Huh. One solo night at C1. What? I'm at B4? I'm not sure how we're supposed to. Oh, that's difficult terrain. Okay, great. We can't go through all that. Oh, we're gonna be stuck. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm B4, and he is at C1, and he's at Knight. Let's take a look what that Solar Knight looks like. Rhyme Knight went down like a bumblebee, so that Solar Knight. Lunge, Scorch, all sorts of good stuff. Great. I'm going to keep this right here for us. He's got 12 hit points, baby. All right. Without further ado, let's get into it. There's my die roll. It's a 1. On a 1, the Storm Knight does what? There's Solar Knight. I don't want the Solar Knight. Moves 2 and harms 1. So he's going to move 2. Close it. Does he want to move over there or over here? He wants to move closer to me. Again, we'll do the even odds. Okay, he's moving straight down at me. Cool. His range is adjacent, so right now he can't do any harm to me. No big deal. If he does, though, he can't attack in the same square, so that's cool. Let's roll my 2 dice. 5 and 1. That's a 6. Either way. So I can move 1, block 1, and harm 3. So he's only doing 1 point. I can block that point. This feels... So he does a harm. I block it. I do 3 to him. Kablowie. And we roll again. He gets a 6. All right. This is going to be less good. Move 1. He's not going to move because he's already adjacent. Harm 4. Lunge, which says he also deals harm at 2 spaces. So great, wherever I go, he's going to do 4 harm there unless I move at him. And Scorch is where he moves becomes a hazard. So he's not moving, so no hazard. So he's aiming to do 4 points to me unless I get in his square, which I really need to do. So let's do that. 6 and a 2. Fantastic. Great. A 6 will do move 1, block 1, harm 3. I don't need to block because I'm going to get up on him, do a harm 3. And yeah, he doesn't make any mess. Let's see what he does next. He's going to want to move back. A 2. He's going to move 2, harm 1. He's going to want to move into a space with no things in it. He's going to harm 1 me. I'm not going to let that happen. 1 and a 3. We'll see if I let that happen or not. It's a 4. Move 1, block 1, harm 2. Yeah, no problem. Move on. Don't even need to block. Harm 2. This guy's simple. Am I doing that? Some fights are easy and I feel like I'm doing them wrong. He gets a 6 again, so he's going to move 1. He's going to move back here. No, he's going to move there. He's not dumb. He's going to move there. Why is that? He's going to move there. He's going to do harm 2 and lunge and scorch. So the place he moved... I'm going to mark that permanent. The place he moved is going to be difficult. I'm going to mark these ones permanent. These are actually difficult. This is scorched. So if I move there, I'll take a harm. But right now he's doing harm 4. Pretty much anywhere move, so it's going to be a trade-off. Let's do a single-hander, and oops, I'm going to need 2 dice. A 4 and a 4. Sue, move 2, block 2, harm 4. That's what I want. Move 2, block 2. It's gonna block that damage, harm 4, and he's dead. I felt too easy. Solar Knight, the big baby. I didn't even use any of my specials. I was just using that sword and shield. Great. So for that I get what? For that I get Sun's Wrath. Sun's Wrath. Great. Let me put that in my thing. That's gonna be a weapon. Let's put it. Golly. Let's put it over here, I guess. Great, this is Sun's Wrath. It is a weapon. It is a weapon. It's a spear. The range is adjacent and 2. And what does it do? On a 2, it does a move 1, harm 1. on a 3 to 4 does move 3, harm 1. And on a 5 or a 6, it does move 2, harm 1. Weird. Interesting, but it does have a special thing. And I will put it here as a note. It's got the sun cycle. Copy paste that. If I've used all my move this turn, deal +2 harm. Oh, that's why less harm is good. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So you wanna move and then do more harm. So strategically, I could like mess you up 3 times. Oh, boy. Great. Solar step. I don't think I'm gonna bother getting that. So yeah, I think that's the old Stormdale there, Frostdale. Well done, me. This is our final setup here. Cool. Yeah, that is RUNE for today. Good check. Frostdale, good checked. I'm gonna hide Frostdale because next up is Hollow. And so I think I have that one already set up. Yeah, look at that, Hollow. A little bit of preview there. Looks like a smaller realm maybe, but they're all kind of small. Cool. So next Sunday, I guess, we'll do this. We'll do some Hollow, and yeah, it's fun. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. That dragon rune just fucking wrecks everything, though. But I'm not gonna get rid of it because I fought a dragon for it. So I'm gonna keep saying that until. Anyway, that is it for us today, I think. Thank you for hanging out. If you watch this, a good couple hours, and yeah, a fun time. Get RUNE, Gila RPGs, GilaRPG.com. I think they're an itch. The World Atlas comes. It's a good little tactical time. Definitely counts as an RPG for the purposes of the Ladder of Insanity. This is my 7th play, I think. So yeah, we'll wreck through this book and get our 10 plays in. Anyway, thank you very much for watching if you have watched, and I will see you next time.